And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. Inside. And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Jordan.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
And the Badgers with possession here. The Wolverines making their last shot. Here's Flash. Screen by Smith. Flash passes to Crawford. To the middle. Up and in on the layup. Greg, I think you were talking about this just a moment ago. We'll be seeing more and more Badgers in the NBA with their recent success. Frank Kaminsky being the most recent NBA product.
And Kaminsky isn't alone. Sam Decker on that squad will be coming in. How about John Lure and Greg Stiesma and Devin Harris are all fellow Wisconsin alums. You look at the list and you see a lot of guys who know how to do the little things for a team.
Outside Knight. He kicks it to Stevenson. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
There's the pick. It's Hill on the wing. Here's Wade. Can't get it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Jordan, and Wade sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession. The Wolverines also changing it up. Cunningham, he's checked in for Wright. Jordan comes in for Jones. And Knight subbed in for Banks. Jordan, he's in at small forward. Taylor is out there with Cunningham. And it's Stevenson in at the point. Pick up by Hill. Fisher dishes to Conley. And there's the feed to Hill. Back to Conley. And stolen by Jordan.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Fisher is out there with Hill, and it's Conley in at the 3 spot. Hill has the open look, and again it's the Badgers missing. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Wolverines. They're up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the second half. Just one half of basketball left to determine this year's college basketball championship team. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Jordan in at the 3. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4. Ellis kicks to Jordan. Pass to Smith. The jump hook, rebounded by Kaminsky. Wisconsin trails by 12. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And that's now 6 points for Sam Decker. Michigan with the ball. Crawford outside. Here's Flash. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The drive by Jordan, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hawkins against Banks. Hawkins shot good.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Banks with the ball. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. White trying to break free. Jordan's shot is off. Here's Hawkins. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hawkins has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Badgers.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
He feeds it to Walker. The kick out to Hill. Now here's Decker. He's got 6. It's back to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Off the pick. But they recover it. Walker the pass to Hill. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Jones. Wright sets a screen. Here's Jordan. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Catching up on the changes for Michigan, Taylor's checked in for Smith. Cunningham comes in for Wright. Knight's checked in for Jones. And Flash is subbed in for Banks. Jordan in at small forward. Cunningham is out there with Taylor. And there's Flash. And it's Knight in at the 2 spot.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field. And everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Here's Flash. After the Badgers picking up a basket just moments ago. Jordan. And he drops it in from the low post. And Michigan leads by 8.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Evans attacking, and he gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Jordan with a screen on Hawkins. Flash passes to Knight. Lets it go from 14. And he's able to get it back. They set the screen. Goes up again. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. There's the bucket. Good. Now just a 4-point Wolverine lead.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Hill, he's checked in for Payton. Here's Flash. He's covered by Hawkins. Here's Ellis. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Wisconsin trails by 6.